This is a clarified Orgeat syrup, and I'm going to share with you a technique that makes the process easy, repeatable, and predictable. While some specialty equipment is helpful here, you won't need your home centrifuge, but for best results, you will need a magnetic stirrer that you can pick up for $20 to $30. In the past, I've shown how to make a standard Orgeat, a nut-free Orgeat, an Orgeat you can make in 60 seconds, and even how I clarified that version. But the problem is, filtering Orgeat or almond milk through a coffee filter is time-consuming and it doesn't always work, meaning you might need to swap out the filters often, and you potentially lose a ton of almond milk in the process. Today's method is easy and most of it is hands-off, but it will take some time. It's not going to take just 60 seconds. First thing we need to do is warm up some water. This recipe will yield you about 450 milliliters or 15 ounces of syrup in a ratio of 2 parts sugar to 1 part almond milk. I've added 300 milliliters or about 10 ounces of water to my pan. Once we get our water to about 140 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll remove it from the heat and add it to a beaker or a glass that we can use with our magnetic stirrer. I'm using an almond milk concentrate, but you can use a store-bought almond butter or blanch and process your own almonds. For each 100 milliliters of water, I need 1 tablespoon of almond milk concentrate or almond paste. Since I started with 300 milliliters of water, I need 3 tablespoons. Now we wait. Let this run for 30 minutes or even longer. Just forget about it, really. This is the most important step to flavorful Orgeat. By using warmer water and a magnetic stirrer, we're extracting the flavors from the almond paste in a gentle and efficient way. The opposite of what a blender does, and we don't want to use a blender here because a blender will pulverize the paste even more, creating smaller particles that will clog our filter and make the process frustrating. I'll take some tongs to remove my magnetic stirrer. Now it's time for the magic of flocculation. Basically, we need the solids in here to clump together. Essentially, we need to curdle this. But before we do that, we need to get our milk back up to about 140 degrees Fahrenheit. To get this to bind and clump together, we need to add some citric acid. And I'm using 0.2 grams of citric acid to be precise, to about 1 tablespoon of water. And yeah, that is a tiny amount, equivalent to about a small pinch of salt, or in this case, a small pinch of citric acid. Now I'm going to transfer this back to the beaker I've already been using and put this in the refrigerator for several hours, or even better, leave it in there overnight. If you keep an eye on this, you'll see that over time it's working. It's separating out and we are on our way to clear Orgeat. Now it's time to filter this. Any coffee filter will do as long as it's paper. I'm using a Chemex, but whatever you have will work. Process to filter does take some time, but it's hands-off. We just sit back and wait. And there's no need to change filters, but it should only take you a couple hours to get all of the liquid out of this. Once it's filtered, you'll see a beautifully yellowish almond milk. This is flavor. We want clear, not colorless. Now you can continue to make your Orgeat however you like. I weigh out the remaining clarified almond milk and then take that number and multiply by 2. That's how much sugar I'll add. You can whisk this, put it in a blender, which I often do, but to speed up the process, I'm adding this back to a saucepan with some gentle heat until the sugar is dissolved. Let it cool and then bottle this. Then you can add your almond extract, rose water, and/or orange blossom water if you prefer. Now you have a clear, easy to make Orgeat that is perfect for your favorite Mai Tai.